Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on BABA on August the 9th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $120.36. And at this very point, my main assumption was that this asset was forming a potential 1-2 setup on a slightly bigger scale, and we were in 1-2 setup on a smaller scale. And my anticipation, my expectations was that we potentially might have another tiny leg to the downside, but then we have to see this movement to the upside that first of all should land somewhere around $145, and on a slightly bigger scale it can hit the level of about $169.7 mark. And guys, take a look right here. This is the actual price action of Alibaba. And since I made my previous video at this very point, this asset, instead of moving to the downside and to potentially complete its another leg to form the bottom of the second wave, it had an attempt to break this previous swing high. I would say partially it was quite successful, and then it went again to pretty much the same levels of $120 mark. For now, it is hovering at $122.94. And guys, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, for now, you can join my Patreon account. You can join two tiers of my Discord group. One of them costs you $50 a month, and you will have 30-minute one-on-one Zoom call once a month. But if you join with the gold tier, you will have a weekly one-on-one training session with me for just $150 a month. And guys, to be honest, this is the most popular tier for my patrons right now. And let me show you a sneak peek on the most recent activity in the Discord group. Just recently, I published the recap of the week of July 28th through August the 3rd. And let me quote you this. On Monday, I prepared a list of 13 tickers that looked most promising for short positions. As of August the 6th, 10 of them delivered returns ranging from 0.33% to 24.4%, an average profit of 6.1%, while only 3 tickers showed a potential loss between 0.85% and 1.74%, an average loss of 1.22%. More detailed information is available in the attached images. And you can see that I made this call on July 28th, and I wrote, here's a list of tickers that might present shorting opportunities. Please remember, this is not a blind trade signal. Further technical analysis is required before taking actions. And here is the list of the tickers that gained substantial profits. It is 10 of them, and only 3 went in completely opposite direction. I also gave a direct short scalping recommendation on Tesla and Oracle. Both brought an average profit of around 1.5%. In addition, I identified one ticker suitable for a medium-term short position. If you'd like to know which company that is, join my Patreon. As usual, I provided a detailed market overview and analyzed the following tickers: SPY, BBAI, NOV, UNP, NEO, UAA, and CRWV. So guys, if you want to be a part of this amazing community, join my Patreon.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So, on today's video, I will show you what price targets do we have for the upcoming weeks, what crucial points this asset might have, and what to expect from the fundamental standpoint, and what potential catalyst we have on the table right now. So, let's begin with some fundamentals. First of all, let me show you that on my previous video, I showed you, wait a second, somewhere here, yes, I showed you this chart of Alibaba Group Holding Limited depository receipt institutional ownership, and we had the last bar that was the highest among several, I would say, for several years. This means more and more institutional investors wanted to have Alibaba stock in their investment portfolios. But for now, guys, if we take a look at the same chart, you can see that the most recent bar is not the highest one. It is, I believe, 7th from this right after these several bars were formed. seventh in a row, and to be honest, it is not the best sign. At the same time, guys, I want to pay attention to the most recent actions from the so-called smart money investors list. And again, in general, we have more green rows that indicate new positions on Alibaba than the red ones that indicate that this company completely closed their position. On top of that, a lot of companies increased their position in this stock, and in general it might be quite decent sign in the long-term perspective, because these filing dates are not the deal execution dates. These deals were made basically in the previous quarter, in Q2 of this year. On top of that, if you take a look at the sentiment that is surrounding Baba stock, if you type in Google search bar Baba stock and switch to new stock folder, you will see several recent news. And a couple of news grabs my attention. First of all, I want to pay attention to this one. Representative Lisa C. McLean buys Alibaba Group Holding Limited. And here you can see that Representative Lisa McLean purchased shares of Alibaba Group valued between $1,000 and $15,000 on June the 9th, as disclosed in a filing on August 13th. And guys, you can make this type of researches by yourself, for example, using this website, capitaltrades.com, and you can sort these trades by ticker symbol. As you can see, I chose BABA, and here is the most recent filings, and you can see that 3 filings was made by Liz McLean, and she made it on August 14th, but she bought basically 2 of them was buys of this stock, and 1 of them was when she sold this stock. And you can see that on June the 9th she bought about in between $1,000 and $15,000 in value of Alibaba stock. Then she sold on June 17th, and then on July 22nd she bought back again. Let's take a look at these dates. June the 9th, June 17th, and June 22nd. So let me show you this in details. June the 9th was right here. Here is the June the 9th. She sold it right here. Then June 17th. Wait a second. She sold it somewhere here. Then June 22nd. She bought it somewhere at this point, and she still holds this position. And yes, she booked some losses of about 6%, but since the second purchase, she's up by 9, almost 10%. And yes, it is a quite debatable catalyst, but in general, some of the representatives, some of the top-level politicians make some interesting purchases. And that is why you have to know some details about these purchases as well. On top of that, guys, if you take a look at this price chart, you can see that on August 29th, basically the upcoming Friday, they will disclose their earnings report. And this might be a major catalyst for Alibaba. And depending on the results, and especially depending on the forecast for the upcoming for the end of the year, we will see the catalyst for this stock, and it might be either bullish catalyst or bearish catalyst. That is why, guys, I suggest to my students not to bet right before, not to buy or sell stocks right before the earnings report, because we have to see the confirmation of the trend. So let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, if my assumption is correct, and this is a 1-2 setup on a smaller scale, and if this bottom holds, we have to adjust our bottom of the second wave to this point, and we have to adjust the price target of the third wave. In this case, if this bottom holds, we have to pull Fib extension tool from the bottom of initial first wave to the top of the wave and to the bottom of the retracement. And with the assumption that the third wave should land at roughly 1.618 extension, it is the most common price target. It is the most common extension of 161% projected from the length of the first wave. the price target might be exactly $150 mark. And this price target, the top of the fifth wave, is still the same at let's say $170, because it is projected from the different one to set up on a slightly bigger scale, from this bottom to this top and to the bottom of this retracement. And as long as this bottom holds, this price target is still on the table. That is why, guys, from the current price point, if this asset doesn't break the level of about $116, we have two price targets. The first one is right here at $150, which implies about 21.6% of upside potential. And the second one is right here, which implies almost 38% of upside potential. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get